Hi guys, welcome to my affordable watch collection. My name is Aviv, and today we have the privilege to look at a brand new watch from a brand new microbrand based in Singapore, the Mitch Mason Chronicle. This one is launching on KickStarter in just a few days, on the 1st of September 2020, and I predict that it is going to do very well. So today I'm going to show you the watch, walk you through all the specs and measurements, and since it is inspired by field watches from the 1940s and aspires to be a dressy and functional modern tool watch, we will also see how the Chronicle stacks up against my list of 7 attributes a field watch should have. If you don't know what list I'm talking about, check out the link in the description of this video and in the corner of your screen. I will also leave links to Mitch Mason's website and the Kickstarter campaign. The Chronicle has 4 colorways you can choose from and 2 dial designs. Inside this very high quality leather watch roll, we have the jet black version waiting to be reviewed. This is a prototype version of the watch that was sent to me by Benedict, the owner of Mitch Mason, for review, and once I'm done with it, it is going to be shipped out to the next reviewer. There are some changes that are going to be done to the watch before it hits final production, and I will point all those out for you. And here it is in all its glory. Very satisfying and well done vintage aesthetics. Let's first get the measurements so we'll know what we are looking at here. Well, we are looking at a bit unusual 36.5mm case width. This is larger than those 1940s field watches, but also smaller than common modern watch cases. The case is 13.5mm thick, and that's including the protruding domed crystal. The distance between the lugs is 20mm, giving you lots of options when it comes to changing the straps. And this one is quite the strap monster. The distance between one lug tip to another is a fairly compact 43.5. And on the supplied leather strap, the watch weighs 80 grams. Let's take a closer look at the dial. The dial is black, and it is finished with a fine vertical brushing. It is a sandwich dial. That means that it has 2 layers, giving it a pleasing visual depth. There's a railroad minute track, printed in white, on the outer rim of the dial. It has loomed sections indicating the 4 main hour markers, and loomed batons everywhere else. The 12, 3, 6 and 9 hour markers are cut out and have a loomed sandwiched layer right beneath them. The dial was designed with symmetry as a priority, and that's why there is no date window on it, and also why the white printed hour markers have 2 digits, 01, 02, 04 and so on. The brand name and logo can be found printed at the 12 o'clock position, with the model name Chronicle printed in orange beneath those, giving the otherwise monochrome dial a brilliant splash of color together with the tip of the seconds hand. The word automatic is printed in a cursive font above the 6 o'clock marker. The high polished hands are reminiscent of cathedral style hands, which were a common thing in field watches of old. These were actually specifically and exclusively designed for the Mitch Mason Chronicle. The design on the hour's hand was inspired by a knot of twine, representing the brand's goal of intertwining contemporary and vintage design. The seconds hand tip is going to be snipped in the final production version of the watch, and it will reach the end of the railroad minute track. The hours and minutes hands are skeletonized and packed full with loom. The loom on the dial is also applied very generously for nighttime legibility. The lume used on this watch is called Old Radium Swiss Superluminova. It is meant to look old when not lit and very bright when it is lit. The lume pattern is very cool and very unique to the Chronicle, and it provides easy orientation and long-lasting readability. The Chronicle is equipped with a double-domed, scratch-resistant sapphire crystal, and it is going to have 5 layers of anti-reflective coating applied on its underside. The case is made of 316L stainless steel. It is heavily inspired by the classic Grand Seiko 44GS case, and it features a mixture of brushed and polished finishes. The section between the lugs has vertical brushing, and the rest of the angular case, including the fixed bezel, is highly polished. On the 3 o'clock position there's a screw-down crown with no crown guards. It has knurlings going around it in a twisted pattern, and it is signed with the Mitch Mason logo. The case back screws down into place and has a beautiful artwork engraved on it. It depicts a coat of arms, which continues the military theme of the watch. It has some of the watch's information engraved around the outer rim. Stainless steel, the model name, automatic, 20 bar, referring to the 200 meters of water resistance, and sapphire crystal. This is without a doubt one of the nicest case backs I've seen, and I think it really shows the attention to details on the Chronicle. I would prefer having an ornate case back like this one over a display case back anytime. The final production version of the Chronicle will be powered by a Miyota 9039, a high-beat automatic movement that beats at 28,800 beats per hour, making the seconds hand tick 8 times each second and creating a sweeping effect of the seconds hand. It hacks, that means that when you pull the crown out to set the time, the seconds hand stops moving, allowing you to set the time more accurately. And it hand winds, meaning you can wind the movement manually by rotating the crown. It has 24 joules, roughly 42 hours of power reserve, and the stated accuracy is between -10 to +30 seconds per day. It doesn't have a date complication, and that means that you don't get the ghost position where the date setting is supposed to be when you operate the crown. The strap on the jet black variation is a hand-stitched, dark brown colored, full-grain vegetable tanned Italian leather strap with quick-release spring bars. It feels very good quality, very limber and very durable. It tapers down from 20mm to 16mm and confirms well to the wrist. It has a matching leather keeper with the Mitch Mason logo stamped on it. The buckle is made of stainless steel. It continues the brushed and polished theme of the case and has Mitch Mason engraved on it. Let's put it on my 7-inch wrist and see how it wears. Well, here it is. 36.5mm is not a common size, and you don't get to see it on many modern watches, but I think it wears great. I have been drawn more to smaller cases lately, and I think this is a great size. The shape of the case, the thickness of the bezel, and the size of the dial itself create the illusion as if the entire top of the watch overhangs from the sides, and I think it actually makes the watch appear larger than the size suggests, and with that will appeal to those with larger wrists as well. The lugs are straight and don't curve down, but thanks to the relatively short lug tip to lug tip, it is less likely that the watch will overhang over your wrist. The only thing I might point out is that it might be a bit too tall, making it feel a bit chunky. I would love to see it a millimeter or two slimmer. Now let's quickly go through my list of 7 attributes that make a good field watch, based on my own experience as an infantry soldier. Note that I am referring to the jet black colorway, since this one is the one I'm reviewing. Okay, first thing is legibility, or simply put, the ability to tell what time it is at a glimpse. The legibility is great. During the day, the light-colored hands contrast very well against the black dial, and you can also tell the time very efficiently when the loom is activated. Second criteria is durability. The Chronicle is made with a solid stainless steel case and a solid stainless steel case back. Both of those can take a beating. The only weak point in regards of durability is the sapphire crystal. It is much more scratch resistant than any other form of crystal, but it is also more prone to shattering rather than cracking like other types of crystals. That being said, it is still the more preferred crystal material by a lot of watch enthusiasts. Next up we have reliability. The watch sports a reliable high-beat automatic movement, made in Japan by Miyota, which is a part of the Citizen Group. Next item on the list, is the watch easy to operate? Well, this crown is a bit tricky and hard to grip, but it is going to be changed. The crown on the final product will either have less ridges or deeper ones to improve the grip. Number 5. Watch resistance. The watch will have 200 meters of water resistance, which goes above and beyond what is necessary from a field watch. Next up we have the comfort factor, and yes, this is a comfortable watch to wear. Last but not least, a field watch has to be cool. It has to have at least one cool feature, and I think the Chronicle is ice cold. Its main cool features to me are the shape of the case and the crazy design on the case back. Oh, and just in case you haven't noticed yet, this watch is a strap monster. If you want to learn more about this list, check out the link in the description of this video. So, there you go. It seems like the Mitch Mason Chronicle does a great job living up to its promise of being a modern interpretation to the field watches of World War II, and it does it in elegance and style. This is an all-round good watch. It looks great and it is very well made. And the things that you might point out as cons are actually the things that are going to be changed anyway. To me, it shows Mitch Mason's owner Ben's attention to details and his ability to listen to his target audience and his flexibility in introducing changes where needed. The only thing that might put some people off is the price. The lowest KickStarter offer is $379 and it goes north from there. This is substantial money for a lot of us, myself included. Nevertheless, I still believe that it is going to get fully funded very quickly. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the Mitch Mason Chronicle by dropping a comment below. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my affordable watch collection for more affordable watches related content. You can also follow me on Instagram and get to know me and my collection a little bit better. See which watch I'm wearing every day, get all the news about the channel and connect with me on a more personal level. If you're already here, check out another one of my videos. Here is a quick link to my field watches video and for my latest one. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.